Next, state transition matrix. It's a very important. So many times in your academic exams, they'll ask for two marks questions in this model. Just see the statement. What is state transition matrix? For example, we have one state vector or state any that our system x of t. Initially at t is equal to 0, that x of t becomes x of 0, and then at any time value of time t, that is x of t. That means if you want to find the value of x of t at any time t, there is a transition from the initial state to the that corresponding time value t. It can be obtained with the help of the matrix e power at. That means we can write this state transition matrix like phi of t is equal to e power at. We can denote this state transition matrix with the help of this phi of t. Then finally phi of t is equal to e power at. Okay. We have some properties in this state transition matrix. It's also very important. For example, first see that we have like a signal sense system, we have some time shifting and time scaling property. Similar properties here also there, like that similar properties. See here first one, if instead of initial value t equal to 0, if you select the as a t is equal to t naught, that means then the state transfer matrix becomes phi of t is equal to e power a into t minus t naught, or else you can write phi of t minus t naught is equal to e power a into t minus t naught. This is one property of state transfer matrix. Similar way, we have some more properties. See this one. For example, at t is equal to 0, the state transfer matrix at a t equal to 0, phi of 0 is equal to e power a 0. That means INT matrix. And similar way, we have one more property that phi of t is equal to e power a t. If you take the inverse matrix like this, e power minus a t whole inverse, you may get the scaling property here, phi of minus t whole inverse. Then we can also write phi of minus of t is equal to phi of minus t. It's like a time scaling property, this one, for state transition matrix. And similar way we have one time shifting property, one more time shifting property, that is a phi of t1 plus t2 is equal to e power a into t1 plus t2. That we can write in the form of like this, e power a t1 into e power a t2. I think you know that everything, this one, it's a very simple formulas, simple properties. We can also write this phi of t1 into phi of t2 is equal to phi of t2 into phi of t1. And similarly in S domain also we have some frequency shifting property like that. This is a fourth property, e power a into t plus s is equal to e power a t into e power as. And one more property, this one, e power a plus b t. Here a and b are two matrices. If this e power a t, d power a t we can write if and only if ab is equal to ba. Then one more property we have, phi of t whole power n is equal to e power a t whole power n. You write this all properties. It's a very important to solve many problems in our state transition matrix model. Next, seventh property is phi of t2 minus t1 into phi of t1 minus t2 is equal to, actually is equal to, no, this is some mark is there, this is not like a not equal, it's equal to phi of t2 minus t naught. It's just printing mistake, this one. Next, eighth property is this is the last property, phi of t is a non-singular matrix for all finite value of t, because we know that singular matrix means determinant equal to 0. Here determinant not equal to 0, that means it's a phi of t is a non-singular matrix. Okay. Then if you want to find if you want to solve the problems in the state transition matrix model, if you want to find the e power at, we have so many methods. We can use the Laplace transform or power series method or Cayley-Hamilton theorem or canonical form. We have so many methods to find the e power at. Any one method you can use to find this one. I use here Laplace transform method. E power at is equal to Laplace transform of phi of s. What is phi of s? Phi of s is e power at. I think the Laplace transform e power at, what we get, we know the formula of Laplace transform e power at. If you apply the Laplace transform, you may get the 1 by s minus a. For e power minus at u of t, if you apply the Laplace transform, that is a 1 by s plus a. Here e power plus at like this is there. That means 1 by s minus a. 1 by s minus a we can write s minus a whole inverse like this. Yeah, s is some operator Here A is a matrix with the order n by n. So here also we can write similar way. I is the anti matrix. I use the anti matrix with this operator Si, that with n by n order we can write like this. Then that Si minus a whole inverse, we can write this L inverse of adjoint of this Si minus a by determinant of Si minus a. So remember this formula. This will useful to find the our e power at from the given matrix A. See this problem. Here the given matrix A, then we have to find the state transition matrix for this given A. Then first I know this formula. E power state transition matrix means phi of t, that is equal to e power at. Then e power at means Laplace of this phi of s, then Laplace of Si minus a whole inverse. Then first we have to find this Si minus a, to subtract this antimatrix with given matrix K, and then find the adjoint A and the determinant A. You may get the Si minus a whole inverse like this. So this is the final one. Then you use this this is a phi of s actually. If you apply the inverse Laplace for this one, you may get this e power at. This is the e power at. Finally we got this one. Like that we have to solve the problems in this model. It's very important.